Plans for a car-free George Square and two sides to be closed to all traffic are to be considered. The proposal would see the east side of the square outside the city chambers and the opposite end at Merchant's House fully pedestrianised. The two longer sides would be for bus, taxi, private hire and cycles only between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. The first changes, if approved, which remove all parking spaces around the square, are planned to be in place by this summer. Closing the west side of the square means no traffic can get along the north side of the square between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. when the Nelson Mandela Place bus gate is in operation. And by making the south side of the square between Cochrane Street and St. Vincent Place, buses, taxis and cycles only, there will be no private cars in George Square during those hours. The idea is to make some changes before the European Championship football matches at Hampden in June this year and remove all the parking spaces, currently around three sides of the square, creating more space for people. The council carried out a consultation exercise last year asking people what they wanted the square to be used for and what changes they would like to see to improve the square. The findings from the consultation, which had more than 2,000 responses, included a reduction in traffic or an element of pedestrianisation, a more sustainable green space and a place to sit or relax. The final design will need approval of councillors, but the preferred option involves temporary features and facilities, with permanent works to be carried out after the summer of 2023, when the square will be used for the UCI Cycling Championships. It includes work on George Street and St. Vincent Street as well as the square. It will also include a pedestrianised connection with Hanover Street and Miller Street connecting to Argyle Street, where an avenues project will create new spaces. The estimated cost for the proposed George Square works is between £8 million to £10 million, with the proposed works at Hanover Street and Miller Street estimated at £2 to £3 million. These costs will be met from existing capital budgets, including the Glasgow City Region City deal. Susan Aitken, leader of Glasgow City Council, said, "The consultation findings echo what our citizens routinely tell us, that something clearly has to change with George Square. I'm really encouraged that there is consensus on many key elements. The public conversations we have facilitated tell us our people want a greener square with less traffic, a space of high design quality and which continues to function as it traditionally has done, as a space for Glaswegians to gather. Our task now is to respond to that, respecting the square's history and place in Glasgow life whilst delivering a civic space which is both attractive." For more on this story, visit the news article link.